Marie Laveau's ghost is said to roam the grounds of St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, where she is buried in a tomb that has become a focal point for both locals and tourists. Sightings of her apparition, often described as a woman dressed in white with a red and white turban, are common in the cemetery, particularly near her tomb. The tradition of leaving offerings and performing rituals at her grave is rooted in the belief that her spirit still wields power, capable of granting wishes or bestowing blessings. The haunting of Marie Laveau is a testament to her enduring presence in New Orleans, a city where the line between the living and the dead is often blurred. The life of Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau was born in New Orleans in 1801, into a world that was a melting pot of cultures, religions, and races. Of mixed Creole heritage, she was the daughter of a free woman of color and a white man, which afforded her a unique position in the social hierarchy of the time. She worked as a hairdresser, a role that gave her access to the city's elite, allowing her to hear their secrets and gain their trust. This position, combined with her deep knowledge of herbal medicine and spiritual practices, set the stage for her rise as the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. Marie's ability to blend Catholicism with traditional African spiritual practices made voodoo more accessible and respected in the city, helping her build a large and devoted following. As a spiritual leader, Marie Laveau became known for her powerful rituals, which included everything from love potions to curses. She was also a healer, using her knowledge of herbs and natural remedies to treat the sick and aid those in need. Her influence extended beyond the voodoo community, as she was often called upon by both the wealthy and the poor for her spiritual guidance. Despite the secrecy that shrouded much of her life, Marie's reputation as a formidable and compassionate figure grew, cementing her legacy as one of the most influential women in New Orleans history. Even after her death in 1881, her legend only expanded, with stories of her supernatural abilities and continued presence in the city adding to her mystique. The haunting of St. Louis Cemetery. No. 1. Marie Laveau's final resting place is in the St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, the oldest and most famous burial ground in New Orleans. Her tomb, a modest yet revered structure within the cemetery's maze of above-ground graves, has become a site of pilgrimage for those intrigued by her legend. Visitors often describe an eerie atmosphere surrounding her tomb, with many reporting unexplained chills, the sensation of being watched, or hearing faint whispers carried on the wind. The most common sightings involve a figure resembling Marie Laveau, dressed in a white gown and wearing her signature red and white turban, appearing near her grave. Some have even claimed to see her spirit walking the cemetery grounds, especially on dark, quiet nights, adding to the site's reputation as one of the most haunted places in New Orleans. One of the most chilling encounters at St. Louis Cemetery. No. 1 comes from a seasoned paranormal investigator who had a terrifying experience while exploring the site at dusk. As the investigator approached Marie Laveau's tomb, a sudden, overwhelming sense of unease washed over them. Despite being surrounded by the thick, humid air of New Orleans, they felt an icy chill that seemed to wrap around them like a vice. As they began setting up their equipment, they heard the distinct sound of footsteps on the gravel path behind them, though no one else was around. Turning quickly, they caught a fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure, dressed in white with a red and white turban, vanishing into the twilight. Shaken, they hurriedly checked their camera, only to find it malfunctioning, the battery inexplicably drained. Later, upon reviewing the audio recordings, they discovered an eerie whisper, an unintelligible but distinctly female voice that sent shivers down their spine, leaving them convinced that they had come face to face with the legendary spirit of Marie Laveau herself. Rituals and offerings at Marie Laveau's tomb have become a central part of the lore surrounding her ghost. It is said that if a visitor marks 3 X's on her tomb, knocks 3 times, and asks for a favor, Marie Laveau's spirit might grant their request. This practice, while rooted in tradition, has led to significant damage to the tomb over the years, resulting in strict regulations against marking it. Despite this, people continue to leave offerings such as coins, candles, and voodoo-related items, believing that these gestures will earn them Marie's favor. The ongoing rituals and the enduring presence of her ghostly figure keep the spirit of Marie Laveau alive in New Orleans, bridging the gap between the living and the dead in a city where the supernatural is a way of life. If you're fascinated by the mysterious and haunted tales of New Orleans, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join us on more spine-chilling journeys into the darkest corners of history. Your support helps us continue exploring the eerie and the unknown, bringing you stories that blend the supernatural with real-life legends. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of our deep dives into the world's most haunted locations. Together we'll keep the spirit of adventure and a little bit of fear alive. The impact of Marie Laveau's ghost. Marie Laveau's ghost is more than just a lingering spirit. It is a cultural symbol that encapsulates the mystical allure of New Orleans. Her story is a unique blend of history, religion, and folklore, reflecting the city's deep-rooted connection to voodoo and the supernatural. As a figure who transcended the boundaries of race, class, and gender in life, her spirit continues to embody the resilience and complexity of New Orleans' cultural identity. The haunting tales of her ghost serve as a reminder of the city's vibrant and sometimes dark history, where the spiritual and the physical worlds are deeply intertwined. Marie Laveau's legend has helped shape the image of New Orleans as a place where magic, mystery, and the past are never far from the surface. The continued fascination with Marie Laveau's ghost has made her tomb one of the most visited sites in New Orleans, attracting tourists, spiritual seekers, and ghost hunters alike. Ghost tours frequently feature her story, guiding visitors through the eerie pathways of St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, where they can experience the haunting atmosphere firsthand. Beyond tourism, Marie Laveau's spirit has influenced literature, film, and art, further cementing her place in popular culture as an icon of the supernatural. Her ghostly presence is a testament to the enduring power of her legacy, one that continues to captivate the imaginations of people around the world and keep the spirit of New Orleans alive in a way that is both enchanting and unsettling. If you're ready to experience the eerie legends of New Orleans firsthand, don't just watch, step into the history yourself. Click the link in the description below to book a real-life haunted history tour that will take you deep into the heart of the city's most haunted spots, including the infamous St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, where Marie Laveau's spirit is said to still roam. Whether you're a thrill seeker or a history buff, this tour offers an unforgettable journey through the mystique and mystery of New Orleans. Don't miss your chance to walk in the footsteps of the Voodoo Queen and discover the stories that make this city so hauntingly unique. The haunting legacy of Marie Laveau endures as a powerful symbol of New Orleans' rich cultural and spiritual history. Her life, shrouded in mystery and reverence, continues to captivate those who visit the city, drawn by the allure of her storied past and the ghostly presence said to linger at her tomb. As a figure who blurred the lines between healer, mystic, and leader, Marie Laveau remains an iconic representation of the city's deep connection to the supernatural. Her enduring spirit, both in life and death, serves as a reminder of the intricate tapestry of belief, tradition, and folklore that defines New Orleans, a city where the past never truly rests. Terror Tour Guide.